So today's date is March 24, 2026. Chainsaw Man manga has finally ended. And just to give you an idea, I've been reading this manga since 2020. So I've been with this show for 6 years. When they decided the final chapter is coming, obviously the whole community was like, what? If you want my opinion on the ending, it's mid. It's not the worst thing I've ever read in my life. I've definitely saw worse endings, but it's by no means a good ending. It's super rushed. Big spoilers, obviously, for I'm talking about the finale. So anime only, or if you are not up to the finale chapter of Chainsaw Man, leave. But yeah, basically what happens is it's a reset. Vegeta eats himself and the concept of Chainsaw Man is gone, and which creates a paradox, and Denji's sent back to the first chapter. His life restarts and the whole chapter is like a time lapse. It's like a speed run, like, oh, he's back on his life again. He's in the depth. The Yakuza tries to kill him again using the zombie devil, but Power comes back. Yes, Power finally came back. She kills the zombie devil and save like Denji, and like Denji and Power, they both were recruited by Nayuta, not Magima. It's Nayuta, the control devil. And yeah, Nayuta also came back. Denji is like back in public safety department, but it's like he's just a normal person. He's not Chainsaw Man. He doesn't have chainsaw powers. He fights alongside Power. They are a team. There's no Aki, by the way. No Aki, Kishibere is in. None of the other characters are back. Just Nayuta and Power. Denji is also like very different as a person. He's not like this sex crazed guy. He's very much like Aki, calm and chill. He's just living his normal life which he wants. So I guess he achieved his goal. He's not living a normal life. The big thing which happened in the chapter is Denji meeting Asa, and he saves Asa. I know there has been this whole meme of themes and such over like past 2 weeks on like Twitter and stuff, but there was themes there when Denji dropped the Chainsaw Man to catch Asa and protect her. That was like him dropping his past, him dropping Chainsaw, him leaving his past behind as Chainsaw Man and going on with this new life. And yeah, he meets Asa and the typical tragic romance stuff, like we never gonna be together kind of bullshit. And Asa is like, thank you for saving me, Chainsaw Man. And as she shares Chainsaw Man, Denji heart throbs and we see he still has the Pochita heart, or at least it seems like it. Then Denji and Power just leaves and that's it, like end of Chainsaw Man. It's not bad, but I'm super disappointed and super unsatisfied. Obviously the biggest problem everyone have for the ending is that it's fucking rushed. It came out of nowhere. Just like 3 weeks ago we were having Yoru versus Denji, this whole battle, and everyone's enjoying and shit, but suddenly these random as devil attacks them and Pochita kills himself, and now it's the final chapter. It's very fucking rushed. There was no build up, no nothing. And also it's a reset ending. I specifically hate these kinds of ending where it's just like the timeline gets reset, everyone gets sent to like point zero. Like JoJo's, spoiler alert, Stone Ocean also had this kind of ending. Stone Ocean did it pretty decently, but I just hate this kind of stuff. I hate the timeline reset ending because it just feels like all the character development, it was meant for nothing. All the experiences, all the events the characters went through together, it all meant nothing. Like even if it meant Power and Nayuta, the fan favorite, came back to life, I don't fucking care. That was like never my problem, character dying in Chainsaw Man. I was never asking for these characters to come back. I saw on Twitter some people were celebrating Power and Nayuta are back, good for them, but I didn't enjoy it. Other problem I had is the same, like the character development and everything is outside the window. I guess Denji still has somewhat character development because at least in the final chapter he's not this sex crazed guy who's just looking at girls looking for sex. Like he seems somewhat chill and calm compared to like normal Denji we know. So I guess Denji had somewhat character development, but like Asa's all character development is gone. All the build up of the story, everything is all gone. I was one of those people who defended part 2 of Chainsaw Man. I was like, no, this is good stuff. I was enjoying part 2. I was defending it, not just part 2. I was like gassing up Chainsaw Man since 2020. It's been my like number one favorite shonen anime of new generation. The first 97 chapter of Chainsaw Man, aka the part 1, that shit is still peak 9 out of 10 stuff. And part 2 is also something I don't hate, but this ending is just not it. The ending is just so rushed. It just throws everything outside the window. The fucking Death Devil and Femi Devil, what the fuck was the point of all that? The Death Devil, like that was like the big hype. Oh, Denji, in few months the great king of hell, Death, she's gonna descend, and be prepared for her. And Death Devil actually came in and everyone's like hyper, but then Death Devil and Famine Devil, they just do nothing. Death just doesn't do anything except for like Pochita eats her and it is the concept of death, and that's it. Like what was the point of all that? That's what I'm fucking thinking. Like what's the point of anything? The whole manga has no meaning if it's just gonna be a reset. Again, I don't hate the ending. Like I said, it's aight. There are some themes and such here and there. This ending would have been fine if there was a build up to it. There was like, we actually got to see the actual ending of Yoru, Asa, Denji as a character. Then I wouldn't have complained about this kind of ending. JoJo Stone Stone Ocean also had a reset ending, you know, where it was reset, everyone just went back to fucking point zero, and like Jolene and everyone, they're like a completely different person. And I don't complain about JoJo Part 6 ending as much. The reason I'm so fucking angry is because I love Chainsaw Man. I'm actually feeling hollow inside. I'm not even pissed, I'm just sad. This is how one of my favorite manga of all time goes out. I gave this manga 6 years of my life, and this is how it's going out. I'm just sad. It's also kind of like an open ending because like there are some unexplained stuff. Like first of all, chainsaws still exist, so that means Pochita was not the chainsaw devil, like because the concept of chainsaws are still here. When Asa called Denji Chainsaw Man, like his heart like throbs and we see that it's Pochita's heart. And so like there are some stuff unexplained, which is like you can say it's somewhat of an open ending, like because those things are, we can just like, you know, take it as we want. And I saw many people on Twitter calling this an happy ending. At least it's a happy ending, and I'm like, is it? Not for me though. Like I guess for Denji it's somewhat decent happy ending. He's like living his normal life and power is by his side, Nayuta is by his side somewhat, but still the characters are like, it's not a happy ending for them. I like Reze. Reze is still a weapon for fucking Soviet Russia. Like it's not a happy ending for her. Reze and Denji will never meet because Reze came to hunt Denji because of his chainsaw art. So Reze and Denji will never meet. She will be Soviet Russia weapon until she fucking dies. It's not a happy ending for her. We don't even know what happened to Aki, like where is he and all that. So the characters are like, it's not a happy ending for them, so it's not a happy ending for me. To give it some credit, there was some little bit of themes here and there, like I talked about before, Denji dropping his chainsaw to save Asa, Denji dropping his chainsaw symbolizing him leaving Chainsaw Man, his other life behind, everything which was a problem in Denji's life because of him being a Chainsaw Man. Like Makima manipulated him because he was Chainsaw Man, Reze came to kill him because he was Chainsaw Man, International Assassin Arc, everyone killed to kill him because he was Chainsaw Man, Part 2, Yori's trying to kill him because he's Chainsaw Man. So all the problem in Denji's part happened because he was Chainsaw Man. So him dropping chainsaw, it was a symbolism of him leaving his past behind. I don't even know if I would call it past because it's like a completely different timeline, but leaving his other life behind is just not enough to satisfy me. Like I said, this kind of ending would have been fine if there was an actual build up to it, if there was like, if it wasn't fucking rushed, if it just didn't came out of nowhere. It's like, oh hey guys, next week we are ending the fucking show. I'm just tired. Like after this I'm gonna go and watch like 10 episodes of Gintama. If you don't know, Gintama is like my #1 favorite anime, and I always watch Gintama episode when I'm depressed. Like Gintama is like a reminder for me, like no matter how bad it gets, my favorite anime of all time is, it got a good ending. It's a good show from start to end. I first watched Gintama in 2022. My personal life was like very fucked up, so Gintama is literally my therapy anime. Every time something bad happens in my life, I just go and watch 10 episodes of Gintama and just lifts my mood up. By the way, this is also kind of sad. With Chainsaw Man gone, Black Clover is the only one left from our 2010 mangas. Like all of these big mangas from 2010, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, Chainsaw Man, Black Clover, like these were all big 2010s anime. With Chainsaw Man gone, Black Clover is the final one left. It's also kind of sad that this generation of manga is ending away. Like Black Clover is literally the last big manga left for this generation. Like Black Clover is also not super good right now. It's also gonna have a mid ending. Again, I don't think the ending is bad. I still think it's written better than Jujutsu Kaisen ending. Like I've been seeing many people say that JJK ending was better. No, JJK ending was dragged and Chainsaw Man ending was rushed. Like they both are equally mid. I would still say Chainsaw Man is a overall better written. JJK ending is somewhat decent if you count the modulo. Chainsaw Man I would still say is somewhat better. It's not by a mile. They both are mid as fuck. I hope we can get some little change by the time anime will come out for this. Like just like how Bleach also had a pretty ending, but they are making changes in the anime. We can hope that Bleach 1000 Year Blood War will have a better ending than 1000 Year Blood War manga. To be fair, Chainsaw Man ending is just so mid that you can't really make it better. I'm gonna remember Chainsaw Man even if the ending was not good. I enjoyed the journey, part 1, part 2. They both were good. I was having the fun of my life reading this show, and I will remember it as a show. Like this is not a show I will forget. Maybe this ending will age better because this does happen with a lot of shonen. When like the ending comes out, everyone hates, but over the time people start be like, hey, it wasn't as bad. Like Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, their endings were hated very much, but like now if you look back, a lot of people are not as harsh. So maybe history will be a little bit kind to Chainsaw Man. But yeah, see ya.